Okay, Moose, I know what you want. Okay, let's get that ready. I'm cheating. I'm not doing this the hard way today. I'm just gonna use some kerosene, get it nice and going, burn some pallets. Let's get that ready. I'm gonna get that ready right now. Moose, not that way. No. Let's get it lit. You don't want to be there, Moose. Not for this. Go get it. Moose, that way. Okay. Just getting a fire going. And let's do this. It'll spread quickly. Even quicker now. And hello, Johnny and Dusty Fields. Yeah. Getting rid of some old pallets that are busted up that I can't use anymore. And some other various crap. And I cheated to start this fire. I'm using kerosene. And I'm going to throw another broken one on top when it starts to burn down. And the new other one that I throw on is going to be insane. It's basically just plywood. Oh shit. That's not supposed to be there. I need you. Oh well, that's a lot of fire. And hello, Jeremiah. How you doing? I've been needing a nice big fire for a while. And today's the day I'm allowed to do it. Fire ban is over. It is a big fucking fire, too. Huge fire. So how's everybody doing today? Nothing really. I've already ate for the day. I had some veggie sausages. They were actually really good. I hate to admit that the vegan sausages were fantastic. And rice. But I got a couple pallets that are broken and useless to me as a stairs. They've all cracked and stuff like that. I was using them as stairs, and they're no good for me anymore, unless I want to put an extra hole in my foot. So they're getting burned out tonight. And when that wood starts to break down and fall apart, I've got another pallet, a big one I'm throwing on that's mostly plywood. That is really deteriorated. But you know, you use something every single day, a few times a day to go in and out, and in the rain and the sun, it's going to break down quickly. I should have treated them with some wood sealant, but I chose against that. So it's my own fault. But I've really needed a nice big fire. And I haven't been able to have an outdoor fire for a couple weeks now. But we got all that snow and the rain in the last 5 days. The fire ban was lifted. And I'm having my fire. See, with bread, I've always been partial to the Chain Bakery Cobb's bread. Their protein bread is really freaking good. Oh, this makes me so happy. I kind of want to throw the other pallet on there right now. I also want to wait for this to break too, so. And yeah, this stuff here, I would never cook on a pallet. Any of this wood, all this wood is chemically treated. If it's a pallet, don't cook on it. It's treated like with glues and whatnot. So even when it's down to coals, it's nothing but toxic. That's because it's Canadian beer. It's not American beer. Canadian beer has something called flavor. American beer is spicy water. That was a joke. I will. I actually did take video of when it was snowing. In fact, not only that, I was streaming when it first started to snow on Thursday of last week. The Thursday that just passed, when it was snowing, I was streaming. And I did get some video of that. I just haven't gone through it to upload. Haven't had much power, and I've been too focused on my stuff now, getting everything ready for winter. Hello, hello. How are you doing from Canada? And for next year, I have talked to the people, the Mennonites, for when they start selling their hatching eggs. They'll sell one hatching egg for 50 cents for meat birds. And I'm thinking about picking up a dozen springtime-ish when the bugs start to go, because I've been told that they don't even feed their chickens. They just let them like roam in areas like this, and they get the bugs and everything, and they're fine. So, and then they start harvesting them like one a week for 10, like how many ever chickens they have. And you harvest one once a week for your meal and your stock. I'd spend $10, get 20 hatching eggs, hope for the best. I'm glad you got in a shelter. Oh, even then, I hope the shelters are safe there for you. I know a lot of shelters are quite dangerous. And just stay sober, please. Just stay sober. That center, that's about to break in two. That pallet's about to break in two. When it does, I'll push the other pallet on top and move the big pallet on it. You mentioned that now. The thing is, I've been doing a little bit of writing from like story from day one to out of it. I've been actually working on a little bit of writing of that because again, I've been trapped inside. Uh, I've actually been working on it. Smartest thing you can do is stay off of any substances and just watch out for other people on the street because they might try to push you in towards narcotics. It's unfortunate that it happens, but it does. I've got another video I've got to get out and edit it up soon. It'll be private, but I will announce it on. I'll put it as a community post. If you want to watch it, send message here and I'll give you a link to it. But did it now that the other guy's leaving and I'm not up there working for him all the time trying to help him out. I've had more time and I went up and I skinned a wolf. I've been in my buddy's freezer for a few weeks, almost a month. Thank you, Ryan. He kept the meat, and we've got the pelt folded up. I've been reading and watching people on YouTube on how to tan the hide, how to dry the hide and tan the hide properly, because it's something I want to turn into a poncho. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. We were trying to organize a time for us to go up there and have a cookout. He's been going through a bit of issues himself. His significant other, she's been in the hospital recently, so she's only been out for a week now, and it's hard for him just to come and to go up there and hang out when he's busy with his winter prep and everything. So I don't know yet. But it's something I won't be able to post publicly because YouTube community guidelines. Now let's get the other pallet on there. Exactly what Johnny said. Be very careful out there. You're more vulnerable. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but you should know this. You're more vulnerable. It's worse out there for you than it was for me because of your gender. I've had people approach me trying to buy my services when I was homeless, and it'll be just so bad for you. And that's no joke. I was at a library. It was horrible. Yeah, I'm gonna condense the fire. Give me a second. Dang it. There we go. But now we gotta watch from underneath. Good evening. This is going to be a pretty big fire. Yo, Super Gang. No, I've been needing this fire for a while. I find fire, like campfires like this, very healing. Even though I'm just burning scrap that I've had laying around, had to get rid of. I'm pretty good, actually. Pretty dang good. I hit a funk for like a solid few weeks. But I'm like that. It's kind of like a roller coaster for me, you know. Coasting along for quite a while, then going up the hill, being great, then crashing down. We've had snow, yep. We've had nothing really accumulated on the ground, but we've had 4 snow days already. Honestly, I've just been writing down everything I went through from day one. I got most of from when I was in Toronto done, but like the very first story was my first day outside sleeping behind that library, not knowing what I'm gonna do. Every bit of emotion, even I really want to get into the after effects of getting out of it and trying to even just get used to sleeping in a bed again. It was weird. Oh. Uh. Oh, so much fire. It's very true. It's even as far as up here. There is a very large homeless population even in Cochrane. There's so much so that they've got a street now that they're putting in a bunch of those small pod style tiny homes to house people over the winter. Like last year, they spent something like $100,000 on motel rooms for the homeless people in the city of Cochrane. Whatever you do with that job, do not let them find out you're not housed. There's a lot of stigma behind it, and just keep that close to your chest. There are employers who will find ways to get rid of you because you're not housed. And when you are homeless, it is so hard to get a job. Oh, I agree. I don't think real estate should be a for-profit thing. I think real estate should be a human right. Especially in Canada where we have all this space. Yeah, actually, it was probably a lynx. 90% sure it's a lynx. They're pretty persistent when they want to get into somewhere. They can break windows if they smell food and whatnot. 90% sure it was a lynx. An old pallet that wore out. I was using this one as a set of stairs, and I've just got some new ones. So I'm burning the ones that are broken and rotten through, and put some new ones as my stairs. Yeah. Oh, honestly, the fire ban was lifted like yesterday, and I wanted to do the fire yesterday, but just I got busy. So I'm doing it now, and wow, I'm a good 10 feet away from the fire, and it is kicking my butt. It's so hot. Got to move the phone back. It's getting too hot. And I got to move myself back. I'm getting too hot. Uh, you don't cook on a pallet fire. If you put pallets into your fire, you don't use that fire for cooking. I don't care how long you had how much you've used it. But pallets, this is not a cooking fire. Pallets are very toxic to cook on. Nothing happened. It just the phone's temp got a little too high. I had to move way back. Like this fire is incredibly toasty. Hey Moose, come here. I've got to cut this down. Oh, long story short, I've got some work coming up. Well, not work, but a winter project for myself. Um, so all the stuff that's on the upper property that we've been wanting to get rid of, we're getting rid of. I'm going to be taking a couple of the trailers that they've got there and fixing them up with what I can grab and what I can get for free over the winter, and selling them come summer, make a little bit of money. No, it was just the phone got a little too hot. Yeah, I'll take the entire winter for like a project instead of having not much to do during the winter, and fix up what I can. Not really. It'll just have a couple trailers here, and I'll show you what a scrapyard looks like. I'll get a video of the junkyard. I'm heading up there tomorrow to the dump to do some salvaging. It wasn't just a bear problem a couple of months ago. It was wolves, then bears, now it's a lynx. Next will be, I want to say moose, but I've got a moose problem 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, the big bad moose is making me throw her big bad pig. It's just her pig. Oh. Kind of a shame that it's already dying down. Well, with the tiny homes, so I can't really go into detail, but things are going to be changing for the better up here. And my buddy across the street and whatnot, I guess it's more a driveway or dirt road or gravel road. We've been talking about building tiny homes together, and getting plots set up that are ready to go, just move in, and with a tiny home on it for like 15,000 or something. Level 1 to 10. 10 being extremely happy, 1 being utterly miserable. It's really hard to answer that because, I do have depression and sometimes it gets to me, so sometimes it's not great. But I'd say all in all, there are things that need to improve that have recent developments have made things improve 100 times over. I'd say 8, 8.5. I'm satisfied being up here. Again, things could be different. I'm trying to work on a bus line to get from here to Cochrane. We've got a train station coming in. Oh, that's true. Like, even I had a friend up here. He's leaving. He says he's leaving regardless. Guy we went ahead and built a place for and whatnot. He's out of here. He's given up. Doesn't want to be here anymore. He was extremely unhappy here. He just not built for it. And the cheapest rent up here he can find for a room in a place is $900. Cochrane has been selling land for $10, but there's a deal with that. You have to agree to put at least $50,000 into the property. So if you get the $10 land, you have to spend $50,000 on putting up a house. No. Uh, you know that house I've been showing you the progress that we were building a while back? He's out of here. He's given up on the place. It's just not really. He's not designed to handle this kind of lifestyle. I know. Okay, are you going on my shoulder? Yep, you're going on my shoulder. The phone might shut down again. I'm getting temperature alarms. You know, you're blocking the fire, Moose. Well, last night, it's going to be cold overnight. It's going to be -2 tonight, so it's not that bad. The other day was -10. You're not really going to get people volunteering. Like, put it this way: is you get your plot. It's up to you to build, or even then, living up here is not that difficult if you just are smart about it. If you got a summer, like let's say you got up here during the summer with a backpack on your back and you paid for the place and you got $5,000 in your pocket, you're set. You can buy yourself a trashed trailer, like a tear out job, for maybe $100. Invest $1,000 and rebuild the inside. That's all you'd have to do, and you'd be more than comfortable during the winter. You could even build an entire house for $1,000 up here. You just go to the Mennonites and get all the wood at once and build. Well, Bitcoin, it's going to change in the very near future. People are going to be moving up here very soon. The Northland expansion, we've even got a train station coming in right near here. It's on the books. It's happening. Three mines, as in gold mines, are being opened here in the next 5 years. Like, there is potential in this area. You're going to see a lot of money come into the area. The property values are going to spike, and thousands of people are going to be coming in. They're going to need a lot of laborers. 100% it was a lynx. Yeah. You take care, Jeremiah. Hey, Moose. Hey, Moose, what you doing? Well, Chris from Malibu, you're not wrong about that. I don't I don't knock the foreign workers at all. They came over, they took advantage of the programs that are available, and they got it. What I do resent is the government allowing it, letting a place like Tim Hortons hire a general manager for $35 an hour and letting them, having that available for the temporary foreign workers. I resent that when they weren't even taking job applications from people here. You could have found someone to do it. But again, I don't think immigration is a bad thing, and I don't think getting on a work visa to come to this country and working at McDonald's for 5 years until you've got your permanent residency. I don't think that's a bad thing. What I do think is the temporary foreign worker stuff is a little bit on the bullshit side, where they're just here to work. They're not going to be getting their green card. They're not going to be a permanent member of the country. What do you mean? What's wrong with my dog? She's just guarding me. She likes to hang out with me. She's my little shadow. If I go somewhere, she goes somewhere. Honestly, it's happening up here. I'm trying to get a job at one of the gas stations in town. Come to find out that every single person that works in there is a temporary foreign worker who are paying more than 50% of their wages to live above the gas station. Oh, no, that was it for the night. I just wanted to burn a couple things tonight, and I don't want to really. I could throw the last of the pallets on. I could. I will right now. Let's do it. I got one. Is that adequate? Yeah, I got no more wood after this one. I got a rule. If I'm having a campfire like this, I'm not allowed to use my winter wood stash. That's from keeping me warm. And my next goal is to get a fluke or a flute. I had one for the wood burning stove, but it was salvage and I broke it. So, yeah, next goal is to do that. Are you grabbing wood for me, Moose? And don't touch my wood supply. It looks nice. I've been using it as my stairs, but it's all rotten. If you step on it, the wood has become squishy. I have to walk down straight the middle or it's going to break. It's been out since I got up here. This was my stairs going in. I've got new pallets, but this one is rotten and basically only good for burning. No, it looks. I know. It looks nice. It's not. It's really not. It's at the end of its life. Yeah. Put more wood on. Puts more wood in. Why are you putting more wood on? No. Honestly, this one is just dead. And I've got a bunch more that are like the construction pallets that I'm going to be using to build my new stairs. But these ones I got a lot of use out of. They are rotten now, and if I don't step right on the center, I'm going to go right through it. But for a while, this was my stairs for the whole summer. Every time I post the Amazon list, it crashes. It doesn't work. I'll do it again. I'll try to post it again as a community post, but it just doesn't seem to work. Oh, I don't use gasoline. I did use kerosene to start the fire because I've got a lot of kerosene. Fire's going again. It's getting cold out too. Hey Moose, are you enjoying being the center of attention? Yeah, no, these are honestly just wood pallets stapled together. The kind of grocery store would use. These ones aren't treated. That's why I'm okay with burning them like this. Like they're still glues and whatnot on it. I wouldn't cook on it, but they're not the heavy duty solid ones. And I've been using this as stairs to get in and out for the last like 4 months. They've been sitting in the sun and the rain and they're rotten through. And that's why I'm burning the pallets tonight, was to get rid of them so I don't step and break right through them. I got a couple downed trees over here I could grab. Like right there, I've got a downed tree I could grab. It doesn't. It's right now. It's dark usually by now, anyways. The moon is right there. Don't go far, Moose. Good girl. Good job. Smart girl. When right there. I can't do the fancy zoom in stuff like the newer phones can do. My phone is ancient. It's a Pixel 6 that I got used like over a year ago. Oh, yes. The fact that that the fire ban is now over. Come here, come here, Moose. I don't want you jumping in the fire. Don't be jumping in the fire. I haven't been able to have a fire for over 2 weeks. We had a fire ban, but we had like 5 days of straight rain and snow and slushy snow. The fire ban was lifted like yesterday. Do you like interrupting the video, Moose? Well, I wish I had a better. I wish my camera was better on the phone. Then I could really show you how beautiful it is up here at nighttime. I found myself laying on the ground more than once just looking up at the stars for hours and hours. You lose yourself in it. There's so many stars. Oh, she knows she is too. She's been really good recently. That's why she's still out at nighttime. Usually she'd be in right now. But she's been really good at just hanging by me. You know I see you, right? No, seriously. Just a second, guys. Legit, it's just they were, yeah, might as well, you know. Watch out for the wires. Ah! You need your nails cut, Moose. Really badly. Ow. My neighbor just popped by. He saw fire. Wanted to see what's going on. No more jumping on me, Moose. Oh, I've done that more than once, just looking at the stars, even in the cold. And in the winter, it's even better. Bloody guy thinks he's gonna scare me by sneaking up on me. He's got a grinder in his hand, doing some metal work. There's the moose. Nope. Ah, jeez. Enough. No more jumping on me. That hurts really bad. Enough. Very bad. Very, very bad. I've got enough power to keep everything charged. She's excited because she usually never out this late. But with having a nice fire like this, I'm okay with her out. And she's been very good recently, but she keeps wanting to jump on my shoulders. And I just clipped her nails, so they're really freaking sharp. And she's cutting into my neck. They're called the BioLite. They're a small little device like this. You put twigs into, start the twigs, it burns, and there's a battery pack that that goes onto it. The little nub on it heats up and it generates power. I've got one. Well, there's one here. And they don't actually really work that well to power a phone. They're not that good. Then there's like the one that's for like $5,000. It is a fire, like an indoor fire pit, a wood burning stove that has a larger pack built onto it, so you're generating power when you have a fire. I hear those ones are pretty good, but the smaller ones, they kind of suck. Oh, this is beautiful. Google it. They're called the BioLite. And they are pretty cool. And they will charge your stuff slowly. But the full size one for like your an indoor fireplace are apparently really great. And even the small one that you can carry in your backpack, they're not bad. They do the job. You still want to play fetch? Um, well, I've just moved them recently a little bit to the west, so I get more of the evening sun. But before, until like a couple weeks ago, they were still on the ground. Right now, they're on that mess right there. They're off the ground because we're gonna get they're a few feet off the ground, and we're gonna get snow that's gonna cover that. But as it is now, that'll stay like that until probably spring, where I'll point it more towards the east to get more of the day-long sun instead of the evening sun. But even then, realistically, I have to add, for my system to work the way I need it to, I need to add 6 more panels and another really good charge controller. And eventually, I do want to go with, I want to do that, is eventually add 6 more panels, another charge controller, a wind turbine with a wind charge controller, so I've always got power. That's been my major struggle with everything. If it wasn't a charge controller failing, a panel failing, wires always failing, I would be a lot better than I am now. But it is what it is. I still have enough power. I had a full day of sun today. That's why I'm streaming right now. Power will last until the morning. Probably right up until the afternoon. We got them on their plot. I cut them through mine, and they're on their plot now. Besides them, we've got one person who's leaving because he just can't do it. I knew he wasn't gonna make it when he got here. I knew it was gonna be tough for him. I did whatever I could to help him, even when he was a jerk about it. But he's given up. And I'm gonna probably talk to him tomorrow because I think I found him an apartment that he can afford. It's a small 1-bedroom above a store, but $900 all inclusive. So I'm gonna go to him tomorrow about that. See what I can do there. You still want to play fetch? Thank you. It's been a gorgeous fire. Oh, today the weather, it's been nice and sunny, but really cold. It did get up to 8 degrees today, but tonight's going down to -2, which is still warmer than it's been. It's been down to -10 already. And it snowed for 4 days, so that. This smells so nice, though. Yeah, I did my quick shop. I've done my shop. I'm good for a few weeks. No jumping, Moose. No jumping. I love you too. Yes. Oh, wow. I was not expecting that. Yep. I've been hunting a few times now. We've been moose hunting recently. We didn't get anything. And I go slingshot hunting quite a bit. I'm pretty accurate with it. I need to get more ball bearings. I finally ran out. I won't hunt with the slingshot with anything but steel balls. They're more deadly, and I don't want to injure the animal. I want it over as quick as possible. Oh, I needed this fire. I'll have to hit up the dump and get another stack of pallets. Get a stack of 10, 15 pallets, and we can have an all-night pallet fire. I'm okay with burning these things like this. I don't want to burn my wood for my wood stove on an outdoor fire. That stuff is to keep me warm during the winter. There's a lot of moose up here. Honestly, I'm gonna blame me. I walk like a bull walks through a china shop. They know I'm coming. We found the tracks, but we just couldn't track it down. And there's only one of us that has the gun permit. And I'm gonna be honest, he is a good shot. 100 yards away, he got a rabbit right in the eye. Like, he is a really good shot. But we're just not, finding the dang animal to take. Well, right here, here's the horrible thing about that is on the property here, there are so many moose. But as per the agreement, we're not allowed to hunt on the property. So we got to go to Crown land. And it's not too far away. We hit up the Crown land. But I don't know. Like during the summer, all you see are moose and all the things like all around. But during hunting season, it's like they know they have to be extra cautious. That they get really good at hiding. Hello, hello. Oh. I've really enjoyed this fire tonight. I thought you're giving. Do you want me to throw that in the fire? Drop it, and I will. Drop it, and I will. Drop it. Good girl. Oh, you little jerk. Drop. Drop it. Go throw it in. Throw it in the fire. Good girl. It's a no. You're not. Yeah. They're that's the neat thing. They've got two things up here. It's Cochrane is the birthplace of Tim Horton, which I learned fairly recently, and they got a polar bear habitat. I'm far enough away. I don't think they're gonna come down to get my butt 4 hours away. I think they'd rampage in town first. Gonna try to break that down now. Condense and finish burning it off. None of that moose. Perfect. Ah, shit. Not ready yet. Oh, moose. Yeah, cabbage. It depends what kind. Honestly, I'm always partial to just cabbage with some. Get out of my mouth, moose. Some spicy pepper, some chili flakes. But green cabbage, if you got any meat or sausages, just wrap some sausages in cabbage. Firstly, if it's green cabbage, steam it for a second so it's a little bit more pliable. Wrap the sausages in the cabbage and put marinara sauce all over it. Cook it over the fire. Make some Cheaters cabbage rolls. That's always a good way to get to use it. I've got a couple snow shovels, yeah. Oh, Moosey Moo, where are you? Oh, I promise you, there's nothing quite like cooking your dinner over an open fire. This is not the kind of fire I can cook over. It's a pallet fire. But even just like a random pot on the fire, it adds so much flavor. Like throw a pan on the fire, cast iron, and just cook over the fire. You get hot spots, cold spots. It's uneven cooking, but I don't know why. It just makes it so much better. Woof. What is it, Moose? What is it? What is it? You scared? Or do you want a butt scratch? Woof. Yeah. Oh, you're not jumping up. Okay, you are jumping up. Do I not have a choice of you standing on my shoulder? Uh, this is my life. Yeah. No, it's okay. If you're cooking like in a pan or something, you're probably okay. I wouldn't cook. I wouldn't grill meat over pallets. But even the pallets that aren't like the construction pallets that are treated with creosote, even the pallets like the cheap, crappy, fall apart pallets, they got a lot of glue on them, and they're not really meant for cooking. Well, they're not meant for cooking at all. It's you're adding a lot of gas and like chemicals to your food. Oh, that's funny. Just sniff the palate. Oh, let's see if we can condense this a little bit. Dang it, where did I put it? There it is. So I tried to talk. I tried to do my best to help him. Um, I've done a lot to try to do what I could. He can't afford to leave, but he can't afford to stay. And what he's got, like, we tried to build him a place, but when we did, he got all mad. It had to be his way, and now it's not survivable. Like, you can't live in his place because it had to be his way. So he came down here flipping out that he's gonna not survive the winter. It's just getting all mad, and he wants to leave. Couldn't find him a place to stay. Nothing that he could afford. So I came up with an option for him for a trailer. It's a 37-foot trailer. It's got a built-in wood stove that has copper tubing all through it, around it, and under it that go through the walls of the place that heat the place up with water. He came down and I told him that I can't find you a place. I've tried, but I've got an option so you'll easily make it through the winter with this. He flipped out at me and said it's not good enough. That's not what he effing asked for. He blew up on me. Like he really let me have it. He every name in the book he could think of, he was yelling. So I said, fine. If you don't want it, here's the number for the guy. Call him. If you don't want it, whatever. And if you don't take it for the next like 24 hours, it's going to be gone. It's not going to be there. He left in a huff, and I waited over 24 hours. Heck, if I had the money for it, I would have got it. It's an amazing thing that they just want to get rid of, and it's a 37-foot trailer originally for $1,000. I even talked him down to $700, but nope, it wasn't good enough. Waited for the 24 hours, and he didn't take any steps to get it. He didn't want it. And I know down here, my neighbors were in need of another camper. They've got 2 kids, and they needed something really good for the winter, so I went and talked to them about it. I told them about it. They called the person, and in less than 12 hours, they bought it, and they have it here, and they're using it now, so it's gone. He doesn't have the option anymore. He waited too long. He came down, and I'd already given him all the information for it because it was his job to negotiate a deal or anything, to negotiate picking it up and bringing it down. But he came down and tells me, okay, I'll take the trailer if I have to. This is 3 days after I first brought him the solution and gave him all the information for it. And he saw the trailer sitting over at the neighbor's place. And he went over there and freaked out at them because it was supposed to be his. And, well, what do you say is, you didn't act quickly enough. You had an option. You said you didn't want it. I'm not just going to let it sit there and get taken by someone else when I know someone right there can use it and needs it and would appreciate it. So I told him about it. Right now, I'm still trying to help him out, but he's leaving. He won't be here at the end of the month. I found him an apartment that he can afford that includes everything in the falls. So I'm going to go and talk to him tomorrow again and probably get yelled at again. Give him a number to call for the apartment. It's only $900 for the monthly rent. And it's all inclusive. So, yeah. He's leaving. Terrain. He has a better place than what I built. He's got a 12-foot by 12-foot place. And he's just changed his mind about sleeping in it. And he doesn't want to live in a cabin anymore. And I don't know what's going on in his head. But he's made his choices. Tech, that's exactly the case. I feel bad, but quite literally is, he says he doesn't want the thing. What am I supposed to do? Beg the people to hold on to it, don't sell it to anybody else? Or do I tell the people who need it, the family that needs the damn thing right now, that it's for sale? And they took it right away. They knew how incredible of a deal it was. You know I saw you there, right? My neighbor's trying to sneak up on me. He doesn't own his plot to sell. He shouldn't have got what he got because he is on ODSP. So he trying to finance it while on ODSP, and he went for the full acre. He could have probably afforded the half acre, but he's making $500 a month payments for 36 total months, which comes out to $20,000, which is ridiculous for the acre. And he had the option to change to a half acre. He didn't want to listen because he can't afford the acre. He's only 4 months in payments. He's only been here 4 to 5 months. So he's not selling his plot. He's just going to abandon it. That's what he says. Is he's just going to walk away from it and not make any more payments. So it's going to go back to the corporation. Oh man, if I had the money in my pocket, I would have bought that camper. The inside needed a little bit of work, but give 3-4 months worth of work on the damn thing, minimal work, maybe 3 hours a day, maybe 9 hours a week for 3 months. You could go and resell that with maybe putting $200 to $500 of investment on that camper that you bought for $700. You could turn that around and sell it for maybe $5,000 to $6,000. Heck, even the wood burning stove in the place. You could rip that wood burning stove out and sell it for $700 easy. It's a beast. It's meant for a home. And it's in great shape. Like, legit, you could make a profit just by stripping out. You bought the thing for $700. You could make a profit by stripping out the wood burning stove, the fridge freezer combo built into it, the solar panels on top of it, and the vintage camp stove and oven. I legit there's a RV of propane oven and stove in it. I could, like, again, if I bought that for $700, I could have ripped everything out of it, including the copper pipes, and walked away with $1,600, maybe $800 profit. That's how good of a deal it is. But yeah, you take your time and invest maybe $500 fixing it up. You can flip that thing for $5,000 easy. Easy. Exactly, Simple Jack. Like, when he didn't say or make a move on it in the 24 hours, over 24 hours. That's why I went over and talked to the neighbors, because when we spoke last, they were looking for a larger camper. Because right now they've got a small one there that they can have a proper wood burning stove in it, because they've got themselves and 2 kids. And the camper, it's got the master bedroom and two. Well, it was originally 1 bedroom, but it looks like, yeah, they walled it off into 2. So now there's 3 bedrooms. 2 of them have like single beds in it, with enough room to stand up at the side on each of it. So there's a bedroom for each of their kids and for the parents, with a wood burning stove in it and all the stuff you need to cook, lights, and all that jazz. So I'm glad it's with them now. I'm glad they took it. Their kids, no. Yes, they do, but they're homeschooled. So they have all the curriculum books they go through. There's another set of kids up there. Benny's kids. They all go to the public school in town. The bus picks them up. But they're one case that I think is not a bad thing that they're homeschooling, because she's got a teacher's degree, so she's more than equipped to homeschool her kids. Right now there is nothing for sale. There's a complicated situation going on right now. Even if there were plots, nothing can currently get sold because of a really ridiculous, complicated situation. But man, if you want to go hunting, just go north and find anywhere that is marked crown land. You can park up there for 20 days, and then you got to move at 200 meters away. If you're just going hunting, there's so much crown land up here. You can just like park at the side of the road and camp. On the border of everywhere around me, it's all crown land. Yeah, it's some ridiculousness. But the good thing is, well, the lawyer was here that represents the corporation, and a bunch of stuff happened, and it looks like the corporation is being turned into a non-profit and handed over to the residents, i.e., me and everybody else who lives here. And we just have to vote on a person to run the day to day. And I'm probably going to throw my hat into that. And the other thing is the organizer will not be coming back to the property ever. You take care, Mark. Well, right now, we're gonna have to have a vote on who does it, and my suggestion was just have a person who runs the place, who takes the people on tours, and does the day to day stuff like that. One person who takes care of the finances, one person who takes care of like getting a proper Facebook and stuff like that set up. I break it down so the community itself runs it. No one person runs it. Because they're like, again, there's potential for growth. If we could get maybe 20 new people every single year, we could get a couple to 150 families up here, 150 plots sold. No problem. It just has to be run properly. It's a complicated situation that I'm not going to go into, but some stuff happened very, very recently, and that's all I got to say about it. Well, here would be the plan: is we would go through it and start plotting areas, and instead of these side by side plots as it is now, we would do branching pathways where we would select an area for 10 plots to go, then another branching pathway into the woods for another 10 plots, and do that instead of having it all concentrated in lines, like really structured. Have it just branching through the whole area. But yeah, we'll be able to start getting the plot sold, putting roads in faster, and more stuff like that. I ate a couple hours ago. Yeah, I had these veggie sausages, chipotle veggie sausages. I cooked up with some rice and corn. This isn't a cooking fire. This is a pallet fire I will not cook on. But honestly, what I would like to do with this place here is start attracting more people that are on ODSP, are on disability. I've got a neighbor there who's willing to help build actual insulated tiny homes. And instead of selling like a half acre for $5,000, we sell it for $15,000. But when you move in, everything is set up for you to succeed, right? So you'd have your tiny home right on your plot, ready to go. You would have power set up. You'd have a couple solar panels on the roof with a battery all set up. And we could build a tiny home for up here. We can get the wood for dirt cheap. We could probably have it built for $1,000 or less. It's the insulation that costs you. Wood stove on the inside, get your power, even put a well in for you. So you'd instead of the 5,000 per half acre, you'd boost it to 15 and get people who are up on ODSP here and arrange it so in like you're not paying $500 a month. You'll be paying like maybe $250 a month if you're financing it. Pay off $3,000 a year for 5 years. You don't need to be greedy, but at least with that way, you're setting people up to succeed, not doing what they did to Jason, where he sold them the plot for $10,000 the acre, with no plan. He came up in a tent with no plan, no idea what to do, paying off $500 a month, trying to build a place, not without the skill. I would like to set people up to succeed. They get here, and boom, they got a tiny home ready to go, winterized so they can survive and they can start doing their own thing. Oh no, it's not capitalism. I think that's more than fair. Um, I wouldn't be taking a profit. Any money would be going right into the community. It'd be for nonprofit to put in more roads and make it so more people can get here. And speaking that, a tiny house to buy without insulation, that's $20,000 right there. You can't get them cheaper than that. I would just like it to be able to get the people up here in a way they can afford it, where it doesn't hurt their lifestyle, where they can have a really good lifestyle. Without having to pay interest. So just make it easier for them to get here. Make it so they can have their life. Make it so, like, each group, they can have their own internet access. Like, in the middle of each 10 plots, you could do a Starlink setup where everybody's paying $10 a month so they have the internet. And everything is set up like just the materials alone, maybe $1,000, $1,500 to build the tiny home. Get a decent solar system, so another $3,000 there. That's about cost. It would be about cost with everything to drill the wells and whatnot. That'd be about cost. It would leave like an extra $5,000 for the community. Oh no no no! Like I'm adding a bunch of other prices into that. Like so, for half acre right now, it's $5,000 per half acre. But you're left on your own. Like you'd have to build something yourself. You might not have the skills. So my idea would be sell them for $15,000. This is the plot, and Like with your solar setup, all the materials to build the tiny home and whatnot, that'd be about $10,000. So a total of $10,000 in for the plot and the tiny home, but go for 15,000, so you have an extra $5,000 to go into the community funds, so we can do our roads and any other things that have to go in on the property. I am pretty much prepared for winter. What I need now is I've got a stack of wood. I've got 8 cords of wood ready to go. I've got more than enough kerosene to last the winter. My propane tanks are full. The only thing I need to get are the pipes for my wood burning stove, so I can run my stove inside. I've got a cast iron wood burning stove that I have to get the flute for, the chimney for, and yeah, I am more than ready for winter. Oh, I agree too. I agree with that too. It's just, in all being realistic, I'd like for when someone comes up here, day one they get here, they're set up to make it through the winter. Yeah, she's never outside this late. I actually think I'm gonna throw her inside and head in. It's starting to get really chilly out. I actually already have carbon monoxide detectors. There's one built in, and I've got one above my bed and one above the entrance door. I don't play around with my life. I've gone through too much to just accidentally die in my sleep like that, man. Uh, Anyways, guys, it's been fun, but I'm gonna go ahead and gonna douse this fire, and we'll do this again really soon. Probably another pallet fire like this, a big one. I'll go to the store. I'll go to the dump and collect some 10, 20 broken up pallets and have a nice big fire like this again. Night, everybody. Love y'all, but I got to go.